Hi guys, greetings and thank you for joining me on my channel Retracing My Africa in the Diaspora. Asante sana. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. And if you're new here, karibu sana. Please feel at home. In today's video guys, I want to talk about the US diversity green card. I literally am coming back to do this here because the comments and the questions I'm getting just require me to do this, guys. I need to do this. So let me begin by saying, if you're curious about the US diversity lottery, the green card, you feel that you're curious about it, you don't understand it very well, and maybe even you're one of those people that have won, quote unquote, won the green card or have been randomly selected for this program. Maybe you're currently in the new program, the DV 2025, and you just feel lost, you don't understand what's really going on, and you want to have a better understanding of this program. Please stick around. I would call myself an alumni of the program. I won the DV lottery in 2023 and was able to immigrate to the United States of America. So I have a lot of information that I understand about the program based off of my own experience and also research that I've been doing around the subject to help people like you, okay? So now guys, I want to tell you something. We all know what a lottery is. Like, you can participate in a lottery and win something. You can win a car, you can win, property, I don't know, whatever the program is. And when you win, you get the item that was listed as, what you're going to win. So the US has a program that allows you to win a visa, a US immigrant visa through a lottery. Okay, but unlike these other lotteries where you're able to just get a direct win and you get the item that was maybe advertised, in this instance the visa lottery is not automatic. Okay, so even if you're randomly selected into the DV or diversity program, it's not automatic that you're going to get this visa that allows you to go to the United States of America as an immigrant. Okay, so I'm just kind of first of all beginning by dispelling this myth that somehow if you win the lottery, the visa lottery, you're packing your bags, you're going to the United States of America just like that. That's not it. Yeah, so I'm here to kind of explain things a little bit for people who don't understand to get it. And I was in that position too before. I just used to think, okay, you participate in the lottery, you're randomly selected, yay, you won, and now the next thing is you're going to the embassy, getting your visa and leaving, which is what a lot of people think people think that's how it works. But guys, that's not how it always works. Okay, so let me just kind of begin by giving you a little bit of a history of the green card for those of you who do not know. So this program began in 1990. Okay, it was the US Congress passed an Immigration Act that allows the United States of America, okay, to provide an opportunity for maybe I would say about 50,000 individuals from around the world to immigrate to the United States of America legally. So the program started in 1990, and you'll be surprised. Many Americans actually don't know about this. They'll be very surprised to hear this. But yeah, that it's an act of Congress that has allowed those of us who immigrate to the United States via this program to immigrate there. We're doing this legally, and it is within the US laws. All right. Now, having said that, only 50,000 people can immigrate annually, and they're coming from select countries. These countries are countries that have a low representation of their citizens in the United States of America. So like the US will check in the last 5 years, how many Kenyans have immigrated to the United States? Are they about 50,000? If we get to 50,000, then you're not allowed to immigrate anymore, because 50,000 is the cap. Every 5 years they're looking. And so there are certain countries who have been listed as ineligible. In Africa region, the only country that is ineligible as we speak right now is Nigeria. So the other African countries, people are still eligible. And then there's also other countries that are ineligible, places like China, and there's a whole list of countries, guys. You can even go to the State Department website and check it out and you will see. But if you're coming from Africa region, the only country I know has been listed for this year, DV 2025, is Nigeria. But that does not mean that if you're Nigerian, you cannot immigrate. There's different ways to immigrate using the green card, which I'm not going to discuss right now because I'm trying to stay focused. So I've told you a little bit about the history of how, you know, there's an act of Congress that allows, you know, people, that prospective immigrants, to legally immigrate to the United States of America. Okay, having said that, guys, when you win, quote unquote, win the green card, you have to jump through hoops actually to get the visa that allows you to go to the US. Number one, when you get this notification that you have won, they will send you what they call a welcome notice. Okay, they will basically, when it's time to check the results, when you check and you have won this green card, it'll tell you, you know, what your case number is. It'll give you a lot of details about you and your file, and they will tell you that you need to fill out the DS-260 form, which is your online visa application. Okay, many people do not know what the DS-260 form is, but it's actually your application of the immigrant visa. And so you'll be told to put in this application really quickly, as fast as you can, and submit this. Okay, usually that's what they tell you. And once you have submitted the DS-260 form, you're now just waiting to hear from, you're submitting it to the KCC, the Kentucky Consular Center. They're the ones that are processing this your files before they are sent to the embassies, the respective embassies, wherever you are in the world, and in Africa, where I'm from, obviously. So now, once you submit these details, you're sitting around waiting. If you are in the current DV 2025 program, please understand that it can take many months, even up to a year or more, for you to get your second notification letter. Because I'm just seeing a lot of people talking about, I haven't received my notification letter, and they're just feeling anxious and they're stressing. I got my first notification letter in May, which is when everybody else gets their welcome notice, in May of 2023. Is it 2023? I want to say May 2023, I think it was. And I didn't hear back from the Kentucky Consular Center until the end of that year. It was in December of 2023 that I heard from them, and then got interviewed the following year, which was early this year in February. So guys, just understand that it takes time. And it takes time because you are on a waiting list. And how far you are on the line is depending on your case number. If you have a low case number, you are going to be at the front of the line. Then if you have like a medium case number, you're going to be in the middle of the line. And if you have a really high case number, you're at the back. Okay, that's how it flows. So my second notification came in December for an interview in early February, but there were people who were ahead of me. My number was in the 20,000s. Okay, so that's how it was going. So I just want to let you know, as we talk about the green card, I want to let you know the things that are determining your situation. Your case number is number one. It's determining where you are on that waiting list. Okay, and then there is also the question of the behind the scenes things that might be happening at the embassies and at the KCC, at the Kentucky Consular Center. You have things that are happening at these two places, embassies abroad and at the KCC, that we don't necessarily know. Whether they have enough staffing to address, for example, I'm giving an example, whether they have enough staffing to address the processing needs, we don't know, or whether there are holidays going on that interrupt this processing, or anything else that might be happening. In 2020 and 2021, there was a pandemic that interrupted and created a backlog. Are embassies still dealing with backlog from the pandemic? There's a lot that's usually going on. Is a technology hitch affecting the processing? So there's all these background things that are going on. That's why I'm urging patience as well. All right. And then, guys, why I'm just again reminding us that it's not automatic that we're gonna get this visa is even when you have gotten your second notification letter, and you go for after that you're supposed to go for your medical, and I'm just skipping stuff. You're supposed to go for your medicals that at the International Organization of Migration for Migration, IOM. So when you go there, they're supposed to give you a medical clearance, and this medical screening they're doing is going to be looking to see if you have any communicable diseases like tuberculosis, or even sexually transmitted infections such as syphilis, gonorrhea, hepatitis. They're going to be looking out for that. And they're also going to be looking to see if you have any mental health problem that should raise a flag, that should be a concern. So you'll also need to jump that hoop. You need to get a clear health report from IOM, which will then be forwarded to the US Embassy, your designated US Embassy. Okay, and once that has been done and you're now ready to go for your interview at the US Embassy, now you're going to meet the consular officer to interview you. Guys, it is not automatic that the consular officer is going to issue you a visa. Please understand that. You're actually even given this warning in your welcome notice, that first notification letter. You're told as much. So to improve your chances of getting that visa, you really need to have the right paperwork, have the right support documentation. And part of this support documentation that you will need, for sure, 100%, you need to show them that you completed high school, you completed secondary school. That's very important. You need to show them that you have police clearance for every country where you have resided, including where you currently reside. You need to have the police clearance. If you're married, you have your marriage certificates. You also need to have your birth certificate for yourself and your children, okay, if you have children. So you kind of just need to do the homework, I would say, and work on yourself. Make sure that you have self-confidence, prepare yourself, practice, do research, so that when you go to the embassy, you give it your best shot. Because like I said, the consular officers are going to be looking to see if you really meet that threshold, if you meet the requirement for being given this diversity visa. And even when they have given you this visa, guys, there's still another hoop you need to jump, okay? When you get your air ticket and fly to the United States of America, so you've been given a visa, right? That visa only allows you to get to the port of entry, that port of entry of the United States of America, whatever city you decided to land, okay? At that port of entry, you're going to meet the Customs and Border Protection officers there. They're going to be waiting for you. So they will be asking you questions. First, they will get the package. When you leave the embassy and you've been approved for the visa, when you finally have your visa delivered, it will be delivered along with a package that you're supposed to be giving those officers at the port of entry. Now, when you arrive at the port of entry, the officers will open that package and begin to review the documentation. It is the documentation from your interview at your embassy back home. Okay, so they will scrutinize it very carefully and then determine whether or not to let you into the United States of America. So guys, it's serious. You could be denied opportunity just if they look through the paperwork and are not convinced that you need to get into the United States of America for a security issue, concern, or health issue, whatever issue they might pick on your application. That could be enough for you to be sent back to home country, guys. This is how serious this situation is with the green card. So for those of you who think that this process is just automatic, you're getting a visa and jumping on that plane to the United States of America, that's not how it is, guys. This is the reason why I always encourage a lot of prayer. I always encourage operating in silence, because you don't really know the outcome. You'll only know the outcome once you crossed the port of entry, finished with the customs and protection officers, and now you've gotten into the United States of America. Then you can breathe a sigh of relief. Yeah, so that's how it is, guys. For any of you who didn't know, this is how it goes. So there's a lot of people who, quote unquote, win the green card and end up not really getting that visa, end up not going, just because maybe they didn't qualify, or sometimes they are held back by finances, because it's also a very expensive program. To be able to immigrate on this visa, you really need to show that you have enough resources. Yeah. So I hope you found this visa, I hope you found this presentation helpful, guys. And I hope that that has provided some clarity for any of you that have been, wondering about this program. I also want to say this, for anybody that is still waiting on their second notification letter, please check the visa bulletin. Keep coming back every month to look at the visa bulletin and see what case range is being listed. Okay, if your case range has not been listed, just be calm, relax, it's gonna come. Okay, if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email as always, and please, you can also drop me questions in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer you back. I hope you found this useful. Please, guys, remember to give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing to my channel so we can grow our community of people that want to immigrate to the United States and want to learn from each other. All right, having said that, I want to say bye. I check out. Take it easy.